Good evening and welcome to the Whiskey Lovers Society with me, Gerrit Retief, and tonight we are talking Kilchoman. Yes, Kilchoman again after my previous video on Kilchoman, the shock, the horror, the price, a 16-year-old Kilchoman, €260. I will put a link over here so that you can go watch the video, can watch the massacre. It was it is an incredibly expensive whiskey, so I'm toning it down a little bit, not by, well, quite substantial. And I'm talking, it's a 9-year-old Kilchoman, and you've seen from the thumbnail, you'll see Kilchoman Loch Gorm. I hope I pronounce it correctly. It is a bottled in 2024 edition, so 9 years old. It is produced in 2014, 18,000 bottles, Oloroso sherry butts. So a nice sherry cask influence whiskey. So it's going to be a peated whiskey, and a peated whiskey with sherry in it, always a good idea for me. Price wise, I see I can pay about from 78 maybe up to €100. So let me know in the comment how much do you pay for it, and of course give me your comments. What do you like about it? What do you dislike about it? Is it something that you would recommend to your friends? Welcome to the Whiskey Lovers Society. So yeah, I did pour it some time ago. For me, if I drink a peated whiskey, I like to give it a little bit of time in a glass. Pour it, maybe 5 minutes, get rid of that, maybe sometimes too much of a peat. Give it that time, a little bit of an oxidization, do the shaky if you want to. Your whiskey, you drink it the way you want. Of course, yeah, I'm still traveling and I'm having a wonderful time. A little bit too much sun on the face, but that's part of collecting that vitamin D before I go back to Belgium. So on this one, natural color, non-chill filtered, bottled 46% ABV. My word, it is lovely. Now when I poured it, there's definitely way more of that TCP iodine peaty notes on it. Around 50 parts per million on the phenols. But it is lovely. Now after about probably 5 minutes in the glass, that peat is almost gone for me. Although they do say 50 parts per million, it doesn't smell like that. And I think that sherry is definitely the one that making it a little bit more sense for my nose, giving my nose the happy thoughts. It comes from the bodega, I think it's Jose Miguel Martin. Yeah, probably butchering that name, but that is the bodega that produces the sherry cask for the industry. 18,000 bottles, so quite a lot of bottles floating around. So I'm sure it should not be a problem to getting a bottle like this. But on the nose, it's becoming much sweeter on the nose for me. There's loads and loads of that sherry influence. That peat now becomes a little bit of a dusty oak for me. The sweetness every time that I go back is a little bit sweeter. I get a little bit of a chocolate note. I get a little bit of a vanilla. That smoke for me is a little bit on the medicinal side still. It's not really a bonfire note. There's a little bit of a tar and a little bit of a TCP in it. And if you give it enough chance, it feels like it just elevates that chocolatey note. A little bit of a dark chocolate note that comes in. And then you get the raisins. You get a little bit of almost like a peach, a dried peach note. And a little bit of almost like a salty air note that comes through. So nose-wise, oh my word, this is a lovely whiskey. On the taste, cheers. There's an oiliness to it. There's a little bit of a viscosity to it. It just covers and coats your whole mouth. Definitely that 50 parts per million on the phenols are there. It's sweet. It's much sweeter than I expected it to be. That Oloroso sherry is really coming through on this one. Loads and loads of raisins. A touch or just a hint of that chocolate note is there. That little aftertaste leaves your mouth like a piece of dark Belgium chocolate that just peeks out from behind. And it is a lovely whiskey. And when I look at the price, 9 years old, 100 euros, it is still expensive. But then again, you compare that to what I would pay for that 16-year-old, and all of a sudden it makes sense, but not really. It's still an expensive whiskey, but for me, it's a lovely whiskey. One more try. I can get used to this one. I can recommend this one. If you haven't tried this whiskey, give it a go. 18,000 bottles. I'm sure you're going to find this bottle everywhere, and it's definitely something that I would recommend. One more try. I keep on saying one more try, but it is a lovely whiskey. But anyway, cheers. It does not need water. 46% ABV is just perfect for me. There's a little bit of a warmth going through, but in the palate, it does not overpower anything. It doesn't try to dominate. And once by maybe the second and third sip, it feels like that iodine, TCP, a little bit of a hospital, a creosote, a tarry note seems to completely disappear for me, and it is just a lovely, rich, oily, sweet peated whiskey. So definitely something I would recommend. So thank you very much for watching, and of course to all my subscribers, I really appreciate you. And of course, like, share and subscribe helps the channel grow. To the 3,000 mark. So see you next time. Cheers.